Hey everyone, it's Rajiv and welcome to my channel Rajiv's Reviews, where I post book reviews and other book related videos. In this video I am going to be doing my book review of The Mogul by Vish Dhamija. Here's a very brief synopsis of what this book, because I really don't want to give too much away. The book revolves around this man Prem Bedi, who is one of the richest men in India. While he is in a business trip in South Korea, he gets news that his ex-wife Ria and her husband Mahesh have been murdered. Now, even though Prem has not been in touch with his ex-wife for 11 years, as soon as he returns to India from his trip, he is immediately made the prime suspect of the double murders. The main reasons being that the murder weapon that was used on the victim was a golf club, and Prem is an avid golfer. And secondly, because there was a shoe print that was found outside the house and it matches the shoe size that Prem wears. To make matters worse, even Mahesh's brother Manish starts slandering Prem's name in the media and accusing him as the murderer, mainly because Manish has a chance of inheriting 50 crore rupees from Ria's inheritance with Prem out of the picture. So the story actually follows as to who killed these two people, and there is this extensive courtroom drama that happens where there are a lot of twists and turns and you really don't know what's happening, and you eventually try to find out what's actually going on. So I initially picked up this book because I really like the cover design of it, and when I read the synopsis, it seemed like an interesting mystery slash thriller. This is actually the first legal thriller book that I'm reading in my life, not just by an Indian author, but period. And I loved it. I mean, I have read thrillers before, but not a legal thriller which is focused on a courtroom setting. There are so many different things that I loved about this book, which I'm going to try talking about one by one. The first thing which comes to my mind is the author's style of writing. The story is very fluid and it's very easy to read, and each chapter is told from a first person narrative. So that makes it all the more engaging and interesting. Because it's told from a first person narrative, you immediately find out what is going on in the character's mind. So you immediately get to connect with them and get invested in them. The story also has a lot of twists and turns, so you actually keep guessing as to who is the main murderer and who is innocent and who is guilty. I really do agree with this book cover that Vish Dhamija is indeed the master of crime and courtroom drama, at least for Indian fiction. Another thing that really stands out in this book is the distinguished personalities that all the characters had. I feel like I got very much invested in these characters because as I was reading this book, I was so engrossed in it that I really felt like throwing this book whenever the chapter about Manish Desai used to come. I really cannot stand that guy, and actually I cannot stand all three of them, that Mathur and Apte and Manish Desai. But Manish Desai was one guy who I so hated in this book, and I wanted to just like throw the book every time his chapter used to come. That proves that the author has done an amazing job in the way he immerses you into the storyline and the characters and makes you just connect with them immediately, where you either want to root for them or just hit them. I also liked Rohan's character a lot, and he was my favorite in this book, and I also liked his connection with ACP Dutta, and I thought they had a really good friendship and made a good duo together. In fact, actually everything was perfect about this book, and I thought it was going to be an amazing read overall. But after reading the climax, I was a bit disappointed. Okay, so don't worry, this is a spoiler-free review, so I am not going to say what happens in the ending. But needless to say, there is a twist that comes in the end. And when I read that, I just thought it was too unbelievable. So don't get me wrong, I actually liked how the twist started in the end where we figure out what is going on. But then once the reasons are explained as to why it is happening, it just didn't really make a lot of sense to me. Actually, in the acknowledgements, the author does mention a similar case that has happened and to read upon it further if you're interested. But I just thought it was very far-fetched and I felt like he pushed the line too much where it just became very unbelievable. But overall, this is a very interesting and engaging read and I enjoyed it a lot. And other than the last part with the climax, I thought it was perfect and I would give it a rating of 4 out of 5 stars. If you like this video, please like and comment on the section below. Also, if you have read this book or if you have read books by this author, or if you can recommend me any other legal thrillers which would be very interesting, then please share your thoughts and comments on the section below. Like I said, this is the very first legal thriller courtroom drama book that I've read. So if you have recommendations for other such books in the same genre, then please let me know. I would love to take a look at them. Don't forget to subscribe to get notifications on whenever I post something new. Thanks for watching. Bye.